Hey, my loves, it's me, Keisha, aka Color Me Pynk, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Real Housewives, Ultimate Girls Trip, Season 3, Episode 7 review. Want to remind you guys that later on today, my interview with Love and Marriage DC Winter Williams will be dropping. All of the questions that you guys submitted were asked. I shouted you all out, each and every one of you who sent in a question. So if you sent me a question under the community page, your question was asked. So make sure you guys tune in. It is a juicy, juicy, juicy interview. Now let's get into the season finale episode of Ultimate Girls Trip Thailand. So we find out that Heather, of all people, was uncomfortable about doing pole dancing. But this is the same man that loves to get on her show and talk about how much she loves black cock. Every chance she gets. But okay, girl. All right. Alexia is having a conversation with Marisol and Heather as they're getting dressed to go out to lunch and was like, the whole time I was thinking about her kids. And Heather was like, that's what I was thinking in her community because the Mormon community isn't going anywhere. And then she turns around in her confessional and says, the pole is Whitney's thing. Spinning on a pole is the least of our worries of what our kids are seeing. So in her face, though, you co-signing, but then when you get in your confessional, you like, girl, bye. Heather, pick a personality. Please pick a personality. Be yourself. You are such a follower and a loser. Like, you're pathetic. You're pathetic, old, wrinkly meatloaf, slasher, Metallica looking man. Like, oh my God. I have never called a grown person pathetic, but she literally is pathetic. And it's actually cringy to watch her not have a backbone, a thought, an opinion that is all of her own. Oh my gosh, she's so self-deprecating and woe is me and I wish I was cool and oh my God, grow up. Like you are beyond blessed. You have a successful business, beautiful daughters, you're on television, you're traveling the world, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you messed up your face. You did. Because you look like Meatloaf now, the singer. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. This is my Heather face. Oh my God, but like, get your life in order. So Gizelle has Pepsi bring a picture of the Casa Azul bottle and an easel to the lunch place they're going to. Like, I'm so sick of her. I'm so incredibly sick of Hoselle and her wide calves and her geometrically unopposed ankles and her roly-poly neck and her split ends. I'm so sick of this lady. Can you just sit back and enjoy the trip for 5 freaking seconds? I hope and pray to God she does not go into this new season of Potomac doing this producing stuff, because I'm pretty sure she's heard that we all see it. We're sick of it. They're filming right now. So I hope and pray for her job's sake that she cuts it out, because it is annoying the hell out of us, okay? Whew. So on the ride to the lunch place, they're talking about their shows and stuff, and Marisol makes a comment that she thinks that the people that casted the original Miami back in the day did a great job because the 4 of the OGs is on the current cast, and Alexia disagreed. She said the casting sucks and it didn't make sense. Even though she's my best friend, she never supports what I say. And I'm like, since when? Marisol, stay up your ass. That's part of the reason why we don't like y'all on your show, because she lets you get away with saying the most ridiculous things and never checks you as your so-called friend. And Alexia then says in her confessional, we just got done filming and I was into it with all the girls and she just sat back quiet. If you're my friend, you need to have my back. She has had your back too much, in my opinion. Too many times and for the wrong thing. Like, Alexia never holds herself accountable for anything. Everything is always somebody's fault. She always finding fault in something somebody said or did. Like, her and her bat wing arms, I didn't never realize her arms look like that until this last episode that she had back wings like that. I did not know Alexia arms was that wrinkly and old looking. I was like, okay. You is an old bitch. Because she a good looking woman. I was shocked to see her arms looking like that. Never know. But anywho, I call BS on that. I think that Marisol has her back to the point that it has ruined her for us, the viewers. So they get to the lunch place and it is gorgeous. The lunch place is right on the pond where it's lily pads. It's simply stunningly beautiful. Oh my God, it's stunning. So Pepsi ended up bringing out the easel with the picture of the Casa Azul and everybody looking like, are we really doing this again? Are we really doing this again? Gizelle calls the game they're about to be playing, Court is in Session. She immediately excuses Heather, Marisol, and Alexia that because they're acquitted because she doesn't think that they're the one that took the bottle. But she does think that Candace was the one. And Candace told her, girl, you can take that bottle and put it in your butthole and fly home. That was a good one. That was a great one because I could visually see her in them legs shooting off like Elon Musk rocket did today, baby, and blowing up. So Candace and Gizelle argue over their friendship. Gizelle doesn't feel like Candace has a level of friendship that she has for her. Candace starts crying, Thompson. It's just hard to trust you. I've watched you fuck over everyone on our show. And I was waiting for you to do it to me. I was waiting for the moment you came for me. You came for my family. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. If somebody don't give her a Daytime Emmy Award. So I'm like, girl, why does it hurt you so bad to see that she did it to you? Like you just said, you saw her do it to everybody else. What made you think you was exempt? She even throw Robin under the bus when she feel like it. So what makes you think that you're exempt? You should have been expecting for that moment to come and ready to rip her apart. Wouldn't be no tears because I already clocked you and saw you for what you were. Come on now. So Marisol states how her coffee that she brought that she had made with her mom before she passed had gone missing, but you don't see her going around accusing people of stuff. And Alexia was like, but you don't have it as evidence. We saw the bottle. You're acting like Candace with the yelling and stuff. And Marisol kind of looking at her like, but I don't have your back? Make it make sense. You the one putting me on blast and you supposed to be my friend. Because Alexia feels like she didn't bring it at all. Like she just tripping, like her mind is going or whatever. But she was like, I know it was in my bag or whatever. I frankly think them people were stealing their stuff. I think that they were stealing. I think Pepsi the one took the coffee. I think Pepsi and them was the one that took the bottle. I think that's why Pepsi was crying because he felt guilty and he didn't know how to say that he was the one that drank it. Yes, I firmly believe it. Firmly believe it. Even though later on in the episode, we found out who actually took the bottle. So I'm just playing when it comes to Pepsi. But so the girls return home and Aaliyah is there. Candace is so excited to see her. I really like the friendship that blossomed between those two. They still are speaking to one another. They still keep in contact. I like that little friendship. Leah, we learned, had a viral infection. So the ladies that night head for their last group dinner and they're all dressed in like Thailand garb and everything. Everybody looked beautiful. Pepsi dressed them. And in the van ride to the place, Gizelle brings up Alexia saying Marisol doesn't have her back. Once again, producing a scene to create drama. And they fall for the bait. Marisol was like, when it comes to certain topics that I choose not to insert myself. When she gets into it, I get quiet. And Alexia was like, but that's when I need you most. And Marisol was like, it's certain things that we do well. Like, she's a great arguer. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And she's not. Like, Marisol, they used to cuss Marisol out years ago on the original show. Like, all this drinking and that she does now is such an act. Like, it's like, be yourself. You like Heather. Be yourself. So Gizelle in her confession was like, I think Alexia might feel like she might be carrying Marisol without Alexia, who's Marisol's friend. And I think that Marisol doesn't respect the fact that Alexia always includes her on the show. Now, you couldn't tell, you wouldn't know, but Marisol is not a housewife. She's a guest of the show. She's a friend of the show, much like Adriana. They're not full-time housewives, even though they're literally in every freaking episode, pretty much. That they might as well be housewives. So I think that it's a thing now where Alexia feels like, I invite you to this stuff. I'm putting you in scenes because none of the other girls would invite you because they don't really mess with you like that. So you need to have my back at all times. And to me, that's putting conditions on your friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, you're the one that says something stupid or idiotic or rude or racist or sexist or whatever to put yourself in that position to get into it with somebody, accusing people of stuff that they didn't do, saying goofy, dumb stuff, but then you want her to stick up for you and your stupidity. Like, girl, grow up. And if you starting to feel like you carrying her, stop inviting her to stuff so much. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. So it's obvious based off what Gizelle said in her confessional that she and Alexia had some one-on-one talks. And that was what Alexia probably said to Gizelle. And when they watch this, I hope Marisol peeping game, because she ain't your friend like that. She really is not, to be even having conversations like that about you to people that she just met. You better catch that tea, honey. Catch it and roll with it. So, Alexia's like, I speak the truth. That's why no one can beat me. Okay. She was like, and what you did to me at Nicole's engagement party. And Marisol was like, I told you I couldn't hear that dude. Wait till you see the show. Like, wait till you watch it back. And they showed the flashback at Nicole's engagement party where Alexia gets into it with Adriana's date because she accused the man of still being married and showing what she saw on his website. But her dumb tail didn't think to scroll all the way down to see that he was, in fact, divorced. So when she was accusing the man of being married still, Marisol said maybe they haven't updated the website, actually foreshadowing what ended up happening with the dumb chick. And she was like, Marisol, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make me mad. Don't get me upset. Girl, who you talking to? Who you talking to? Just because she said maybe they haven't updated the website, that was doing something to you? Like, Alexia is a child. She is literally a kid. And then she wonder why Frankie wanted to walk around doing Peter. Is that Peter? Yeah, Peter walk around doing the dumb stuff that he do. Because he act like you. That's where he get it from. And that's why he continues to do the idiotic, troublemaking things that he does, because you continuously make excuses for him just like you make excuses for yourself. I cannot stand Alexia. So Marisol was like, well, that gave you the right to say your marriage is fake. And then we see a flashback from that scene where she was like, you and Steve marriage don't even count. Because, you know, they not really married. They just had a spiritual wedding. So, I mean, no tea, no shade. What she said was factual, but that still ain't something that you say to your so-called best friend. Alexia flat out denies that she even said that. Says she putting words in her mouth, and she was like, you need to get on pills because your brain is rotten. Your brain is rotten. And it's like, Alexia just spews stuff out her mouth and then just act like it never happened. Like it wasn't caught on camera. Like, girl, you flat out said that to that girl. Like, I cannot stand her. So at the restaurant, which was gorgeous, by the way, it was stunning. They had to catch a boat to get to the other side. It was just beautiful. Whitney is talking about how the fact that she and Candace got high in their confessional. And, you know, how she loved to smoke weed or whatever the case may be. And Alexia then asks her about smoking and pole dancing when she has kids. And I was so team Leah when Leah checked her so quickly and was like, are you talking about this because of past experiences? Because of your ex-husband? And it's like, can somebody point out that this lady is being a huge hypocrite? And she was like, no, I'm genuinely asking because I just want to know. Girl, you were judging. You were being judgy McJudger. And even Portia was like, are you judging her? And so Alexa's like, no, I just really want to know. And Leah was like, I'm just surprised because you were married to a cartel member. And this lady has the nerve to open her fake plump up silicone lips and say, I didn't have kids at the time. Girl, I have watched the Cocaine Cowboys documentary. You most definitely had kids at the time when you were with Peter. You had already had your first son before y'all even got married. Girl, shut up. Shut up. And at the end of the day, how dare you talk about somebody smoking weed and pole dancing when you were married to a whole cartel member, knew about it, and stayed. Held him down when he went to prison the first time. Like, girl, make it make sense, girl. You can't judge nobody about nothing. And I love how she like try to rewrite history like we don't know. Shut up, Alexia. So Marisol then jumps in because at this point now she's seeing that, oh my God, Alexia saying I don't have her back. I better, stick up for her or she's not going to film with me as much. So Marisol was like, I have to jump in to say, if you had respect for your family, you wouldn't be on television pole dancing. And baby, everybody was like, we not about to do that. No, ma'am. Candace was like, well, what about when your husband goes to work and they see you drinking all day? Period, Pooh. Period. Okay? And Whitney in her confession was like, I think it's interesting coming from the same woman whose son was in the news for kicking a homeless man. Whitney, why didn't you say that at the table? That would have shut Alexia right up. Like your son was literally just in the news in the past year for alleged domestic. Okay? Girl, worry about your kids. You ain't never smoked weed in your life, so you say, and ain't never got on a pole, and look at your son. We ain't the same. I would have ate Alexia up. So before leaving, Alexia tells Whitney that she wasn't judging her, even though judge you was a bear and you was judging. And then at the very end of the episode, we see that Heather and Whitney were the ones that took Gizelle's bottle and they had it hidden in their shower. And she just verbatimly just knew that it wasn't the white girls and claimed that it was her black co-star. All because they said they ain't do it. And they was like, you can go in our room and check. But since they said willingly you can go in our room and check, that's the easiest way to throw somebody off your scent. Gizelle, you're an idiot. An idiot. Overall, I'm going to give season 3 of the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Thailand edition. I'm going to have to give this season a C+. So far out of the 3 seasons, I'm going to rank it season 2, season 1, and then season 3. Season 2 still is by far my favorite. I still can go back and watch it. It seemed like that season was much longer than this season because they had so much going on and the ladies just all were bringing it and it wasn't forced. I feel like Gizelle ruined this season. To be totally honest with you, I feel like Gizelle was the downfall of this season because it was produced way too much. There weren't really any organic moments with the ladies. It was nothing but a bunch of yelling and hollering and screaming and forced storylines with this stupid who stole my Casa Azul crap. I really feel like she ruined it. Really, really, truly ruined it, honestly. And then I just honestly don't feel like the cast was strong. If it was supposed to be like besties, there were so many other duos that they could have had. Like Portia was just thrown in there from nowhere. Leah was thrown in there, with no bestie. Like, it was like, huh? Candace was thrown in there with no bestie. It was like, what? But word on the curb, and I'll have a video coming up very soon about Ultimate Girls Trip 4, which is already filmed a few months ago, that will be out by fall. So I've heard nothing but wonderful things about that cast of people. It's going to be fabulous. We have Caroline Manzo, Alexia McCord, Camille Grammer, Phaedra, Eva, Brandy Glanville, Vicky Gunvalson, and from OC, the beauty queen was with the old man. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Her, she's gonna be on there. Fabulous cast of people. Can't wait to see the girl from OC. We haven't seen her in forever. Alex McCord. Can't wait to see how she's going to be on camera after all of these years. Oh my God, it's going to be so freaking good. So I'm excited about season 4. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the season finale. What did you think about the overall season down below? Do you agree that Gizelle ruined this season? Let's talk. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.